Italy. French fans showed up in Piraeus really believing they had a chance to go all the way. That will not happen. Italy, meanwhile, boy, they've done very well to make it this far. They almost had it even better against Belgium. But anyway, you look at the games already today, and of course tonight will be the final between Belgium and Spain for the trophy. But third place, obviously, you want to leave this tournament with a win. Always better to leave with a win. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Zania Stewart. And Zania, it's been a kind of a situation where France have had to get over the shock of falling in the semifinals. I mean, we've been hearing about this for the past 48 hours.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jeff. I think it's who can mentally recover from that semi-final. France was absolute distraught. We saw, Valérie Aïe in tears in the press conference. They were clearly upset. Italy, obviously, upset also. They fell to Belgium after going on a 17-0 run. They won that fourth quarter 21-9, so they feel like they had it too. So this game right now, obviously on the line is the bronze medal. Somebody's going home empty-handed, but I think both these teams are going to feel, really upset, but you've got to have a short-term memory in this type of tournament. You've got the day off yesterday. They probably got on the floor, practice, watched a lot of film, but who can mentally recover to come back out here and give it their best shot is going to be the answer of who takes that bronze medal.
So Italy already out on the court, and again, they were outstanding, not only making it to Piraeus, but almost getting to the final. France coming out and needing to flip the switch. And, it's been a long time since they've made it to the top of the podium, since 2009. And really, I think most observers would say that's not good enough for a country that has as much talent, great pro league. But it is what it is. And they definitely want to come out today, and they want to play well, but they want to win, and they want to win big. So I think we're going to have a really good third place game. Players on the courts and getting ready for the national anthems.
Now please stand if you're able for the national anthems. First, the national anthem of Italy. Please remain standing for the national anthem of France.
Jeff. I must admit, one of the two really fun and upbeat national anthems.
Yeah, those are incredible every time. Never gets old hearing the Italy national anthem, the Italian national anthem, or the French national anthem. Also interesting that both are the blues, the Azzurri and Le Bleu.
Yeah.
So, referees for today's game, Ariadne Chueca will be the crew chief from Spain, Gedvilas from Lithuania on the right, and Kalunaya from Panama on the left. So they get a big game. Vidas Gedvilas from Lithuania again on the right, but it's Chueca who is the crew chief. And we're going to look at the starting five. Somebody paid a compliment to this attack. They put it into context for Italy. Somebody said they played like Spain the other night. I thought, oh, that's pretty good. With all of the fire and intensity, Jasmine Keys, Francesca Pazza, Costanza Verona, Cecilia Zandalasini, and Lorela Kubai, and a lot of good players coming off the bench. Zandalasini, the star.
Yep, the star indeed. 60.2 points and assists too, and those rebounds are very, very important. 5th ranked in this EuroBasket in scoring. Has been probably the most solid I've seen her play in this tournament.
Coach Capobianco, Andrea Capobianco, for me, he's the coach of the tournament.
Absolutely, and you know, they're going for a medal. 1995 was
hard to believe.
Was the last time Italy medaled, and so they're trying to go for history here. And I think, why not? Why not?
Why not indeed? France. Shonan Tupin talking to his team. Valerian Ayayi, Ileana Rupert, Janelle Salon, Minya Toure, and Bernice. And again, they're great squad of players coming off the bench. But Janelle Salon, if you forget about that last game, really outstanding.
She's also ranked in the 5th, so I don't know about that, but 16 points, 3 rebounds, but it's that 47%, which is outstanding. Her efficiency around the rim, wonderful. She was down though, Jeff, 9 points in that game, as we see Coach.
Going on Tupin.
Yeah, and I think she was down. She's averaging just under, 19, 18 points. But in that loss against Spain, she only had 9 points. She was 3 from 11 from the floor. She's been their go-to player, and she just struggled. So for me, I need her to strike early, get confident, feel good, be aggressive, get to the rim. But that jump shot also, that mid-ranger is elite from Salon.
And we highlighted deservedly Zandalasini, but let's don't forget that Kubai, the progress that she's made has been phenomenal.
Yes, she
makes the all-improved team.
I really
been
do
terrific.
think so. Yeah, and she had a double-double in that game versus Belgium, 13 points and 10 rebounds. She was crucial throughout this tournament. Just that post presence, I think, is so important. When you can get the ball inside, then obviously she's strong, she's finishing, but then kick it out. And they went on that huge run. I think it was 17-0 to get themselves going.
Well, you can see Kamil Novak here, regional director, Europe, FIBA, and many other dignitaries. We're underway, folks. Italy taking on France in the battle for 3rd place at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Both teams already clinched spots in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournaments by making it to the semifinals. And driving in, Pazza fouled, so she will go to the line.
Ayayi maybe just riding her back just a little bit too much. Has to adjust there. She can't afford to pick up a second one. She's so important for this French team.
Pazza makes the first. And when I said that about, somebody said that Italy had played like Spain, what they're talking about is with that intensity and never quitting. And you just wonder if we're seeing a new era of Italian women's basketball here at this EuroBasket.
You know, they won out their group, went 3-0 in their group, came with confidence to the quarterfinals, and beat Turkey. They've been great. Good defense.
Whistle blows.
Nope. Called a foul. thought she, oh no, hands. Like, we get the privilege of seeing it a second time, but definitely there was Keys. I watched a nice interview on Keys yesterday. She talked about, you know, them wanting to get this medal, how much it means to them, how they're going to come out and play as hard as they can. And, you know, I think she has been a big part of the success as Bernice hits the free throws. Also, free throws have been huge throughout this tournament.
Keys guarded by Yayi. Here's Kubai, I was just talking about. Repair. Shot clock about to expire. Kubai goes in and foul was called. That's a good call. I think they wanted to wait to see how the foul affected the shot.
Patient whistle, that's called, Jeff, in the refereeing handbook. But she does, she just puts her hand down there. And this could be worrying because Rupert got in foul trouble in that last game against Spain. She got out of rhythm. She had to sit. She picked up 4 fouls and struggled to get herself going.
It's not been a great FIBA Women's EuroBasket for Ileana. I'm sure she would be the first person to tell you.
And she missed that free throw, unfortunately, to tie up the game versus Spain. You couldn't have asked for it any better.
France winning 8 of their previous 15 games against Italy in the women's EuroBasket. The turnover, Verona. Of course, only 2 of those games were in the 21st century. There's Andalusini. Here's Salon. Open floor. Over to Bernice. Rupert gets in and scores.
That's good. Ale, they say, indeed. She demanded that ball, Jeff. Pinned down under the basket. All she had to do was turn and score.
Kubai looks down, gets it over to Pasa. Pasa, she's quick, gets in, puts it up and in, off the glass.
Stunning finish, really strong.
Nina Torre misses. Salon with the rebound and the putback. Six to 5 France early in the game. Remember, it's always better to leave a tournament with a win, even with the disappointment of not making it to the final. Kubai gets inside.
Outstanding footwork, really patient and poised. I think she's improved so much.
Oh, she has.
Around the rim.
Nina Torre missing it from deep. Zandalasini skies for the rebound. And Verona, another that's really impressed, improved a lot. I mean, basically everybody with Italy's improved.
Yes.
But Kubai's improvement's been off the charts. Here's Keys, loses it, gets it back. She's gonna go up against Ayayi. Great defense from Ayayi, those long arms. Now Bernice stops and doesn't pop. Off the front of the rim.
And I think, you know, we see Valerie Ayayi is able to stretch the floor, is a scorer, but she's a solid defender. At 6 foot, she's able to guard multiple positions and she matches up with Keys.
Whistle blows, 2 free throws.
It's gonna be interesting who this is on. Because if this is on, let's see, she's saying she didn't touch her.
And they're not gonna review, the only thing they would review is whether or not they would upgrade it, so.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
So 2 free throws.
Players need to go through a couple rules.
Repair, yeah, they do. Repair has 2 fouls.
Yeah, oh, she does. That was on her. But you can't review that as Kuban misses. But you see players on the floor saying, oh, review. You can't review that. I think and she's upset. And
you can see she's upset. Yeah. I mean, it's been that kind of EuroBasket, and on the one hand, you feel kind of bad for her because obviously she's trying, but on the other hand, you know, she's supposed to be one of the leaders of this team, and it just hasn't gone the way that she envisioned. And forget what's happened. It's how does she respond to the disappointment.
Well, Badian back in the game for her.
Good drive. A Yayi, patient whistle, as you like to say.
Yeah, I think both teams just need to adjust. You know, I think throughout, especially in the quarters, it was so physical. And now you're seeing quite a fair few quick calls.
I mean, you know, that's
it's
maybe
totally
a little
fine.
Fortunate getting to the line, but I mean, it's
and Keys on 2 fouls now, so both teams in, you know, accumulating a couple of fouls here with only a couple of minutes in this first quarter.
Feels like for me, France has a harder time overcoming the disappointment of the other night.
Yeah.
Watching this start.
Well, I like the intensity of the game, that's for sure.
Zandalicini. We saw her burst onto the scene at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket in 2017. Here she is, high arcing three. Number 9 is fine. She's looking good today.
Fine Italian wine. Jeff, as she knocks that one down, and the thing is, once she sees one goes in, she gets confident.
Salon denied, and they call the jump ball. Great defense. Just got to really admire the spirit that's on display every time Italy play.
They really go for it, and we've seen Italy. Here's Zandalicini, high arcing three-point shot. And she has been great for this team, but the confidence from this Italian team, the best I've seen them play, but throughout, from 1 to 12 players.
Salon, a three. She's making that earlier in the tournament. Ayayi gets blocked by Kubai. Great job, Madeira. She was checked in, and great hustle back by Mignottore to get the block on Passa.
They've got numbers if they go quick.
Well, she gets it to Badian. Badian scores, and also a foul called. Oh no, she's asking, is she okay?
Are you okay? Just stop the
Costanza
game.
Verona says, I'm okay.
Yeah, just kind of kicks the back of her leg, so referees just let them reset.
Costanza Verona, if she injured her ankle, we don't see it. She's dancing around out there, flying like a butterfly, as usual. Zandalicini, ooh. Puts it up and fouled! Going to the line for a three-point play!
Outstanding work. Her ball handling, so tight. She gets up and over, shoots over, look at this. Slaps the hand, it's 100% a foul with the shot clock running down.
Looks like Cecchi's taking this personally.
Yeah, she is. She knows how much it means, and there's her bench willing her on as she goes to the free throw line for one.
Oh, doesn't make it. One of the oddities of sports, she makes a really tough shot, but then misses the free throw when nobody's guarding it.
Maybe that's a bit of a mental game as well.
Mignottore steps to the right. And the follow is there. That's a good sign for Lacon, who's checked in, number 42.
Well done for Lacon to dive in there and get that huge rebound. Those are important minutes for her.
Good looking three-pointer. That's what she does.
Good job from Pan, just to have her feet set and ready.
There's Toure, and she's fouled.
Kubai just needs to be careful here. A little bit too much talk. So Andre will come in. Let's have a look. No, that's the flying in instant pan 3-point shot, which is good. She needs that, especially for her confidence. And shooting just 21% this tournament. She's been so good in previous. Torre knocks down her free throw. 82%. Sticking with a percentage. 2 for 2, Jeff.
Well, Sultan nailed that three. She's made 3 threes in her last 2 games. That was as many as in her previous 7 games in the competition, so she's heating up. Maybe she's gonna hit another one. Here's Pasa. Doesn't pass on the layup. What a soft touch that was.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna overshoot it. Lovely. Quick. The first step of her is just you blink and she's gone.
Torre. Santucci guarding her. Oh boy, the pass hit the net and then went to Salon. Here's the Yayi, knocks it down like a captain.
It's pretty, absolute pretty. Just takes her time, doesn't get rushed. Outstanding work. 2-point game.
Great defense by Salon that time. Got the hands up.
And this is Ayayi. They're shooting it in rhythm. And Salon 6'2", using her hands. And bats it down on Zantalasini, who's 6'1", and they turn it over.
O'Shawn checks into the game for the first time. And Ayayi sits down. And just also, Zania, you know, we have to remember that these teams play qualifying games to get to this tournament. They had long training camps, so it just shows you why it's so important for them to finish well. You don't want to end on a sour note. Here's Santucci over to Zandalasini. Zandalasini has it taken away. She gets in the lane.
And we can't forget the bronze medal.
Yeah, I mean, you got the third place game and...
Yeah, there's a swipe down, multiple swipe downs. It's 100% a foul.
I'm sure that there's plenty of incentives for these players to win this game.
Well, just as a...
Mainly, you want to win for your country. That's
what I was going to say, that alone. Well, with that foul, France are over the limit.
Chechi's missed a couple of free throws.
She has. And 83%. She goes 1 from 2. Sub out.
Here's the captains, Priapico, checking into the game.
Little press from
Chechi goes out.
Italy.
Torre off the glass. Boy, how good is she? We've seen her make this shot several times in this tournament.
Well, it's from that pick at the top that she really reads the defense. So here it comes. They get mixed up. The help defense is late, but she's so explosive.
To repeatedly make that type of shot, for me, just shows how good she is, because you see a lot of players missing those.
Yeah, she's been big for this French team.
She is money Minya.
Yeah, but the free throws for both teams need to be...
leaving a little bit to be desired.
Yes, indeed.
Trimble has it. It's a pass. Spriafico. She gets it up, and a chance for France to take the lead. Santucci called for the foul, and just as the ball was crossing midcourt, Let's don't forget, these players square off against each other in the EuroLeague women as well, many of them. Lacon and Santucci's talking to the referee. Needs to be careful. Referees will talk, but they're not gonna take some lip, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And she's borderline.
Yeah, the respectful tiptoeing that line of, you know, just speaking to them when you can and respectfully. You're right. So France has taken back the lead.
Good active hands. Lacon. Oh. Santucci picks it up. Ends up getting wide open, goes down, and the rebound is there from Obis Andre. Rebounding machine. Whistle, and another foul. And Santucci has to get this questioning of the refs out of her system. It's not going to do her any favors.
She goes to the bench. She's asking for the foul, but Andre stays with it. So Lacon goes to the free throw line. I think since she's come in the game, Jeff, she's just been like one way. She's going downhill. She's getting to the bucket. She's being aggressive. That's what you want coming off the bench. You have to bring energy.
Look at the age, other than Spriafico, who's 34. No, everybody else is in their 20s for Italy, young, low to mid-20s.
Oh yeah, this team is young.
Here's Pan. Good rebound, Andre, and just made the mistake of dribbling. Had she gone straight up, maybe she would have been able to shoot that. Lacon has those quick hands. Drive, Lacon, oh, misses the layup. Cena. And ball stolen away by Lacon. For Posey, who's in, misses. Now Verona and Italy will have a chance for the last shot.
They want to slow it down. They don't want to go too early in the shot clock.
Shot goes up and shot is good. And Italy reclaiming the lead at the end of the first quarter. Verona. Big shot. A little bit of momentum for the Azuris. 23-22, Italy on top of France.
Well, here's our first quarter stats, and really not much in it other than the three-point line. Going to the free throws are going to be something big, Jeff. I think as we go on throughout this game, we're going to see if it, you know, comes down to if it's a really close game, which it is right now. It's a one-point game. All these factors are going to be big. Well, here's the first quarter, best plays. We went back and forth. Only 1 point between the game right now. I like the aggressiveness from both teams. They're not settling. They're going to the basket. They're going for rebounds. This is tough. Both teams want this bronze medal. A couple of fouls, foul trouble. Kubai on 2, Jeff. Also, let's see who else is on 2. It was Rupert. That's it. Rupert was on 2 as well. Keys is on 2. So, gonna have to manage it. Pan with a nice looking 3 in the corner. Coach Pan always doing what he does best. So, well, great first quarter. I love the energy. I love the intensity. I love that, you know, Italy is coming out and playing their style of game. And that was what I was wondering.
Well, scan in the QR code to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone. And if you do that, can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball.
Second quarter, let's make some noise. Let's hear you.
So a reminder, there will be an award ceremony after this game for the team that finishes third. Well, how big was this young lady the other night? Andre not able to get that offensive rebound. I don't think the comeback for Italy happens without Martina Facina. She was the one that kind of lit the torch that really sparked them.
Yeah, that was incredible. I was here watching that game, and that run was just infectious as they went on that 17-0 run and beat Belgium 21-9 in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, they were definitely both shaken and stirred, Belgium, but they were still smiling because they advanced to the final. Here's Lacan. Little pass, good hands, reaching in. It was intended for Jaldi Tabdi, but Costanza Verona gets the basketball. So Jaldi Tabdi has checked into the game. Verona, another one. She's heating up, folks.
It's interesting to see how long Japan has this five on the floor, but pretty much as starters on the bench.
Pui, number 32 in the game. Well, here's Pui, knocks it down, and that's what we saw in the group phase when the people coming in off the bench, there was no drop-off.
Yeah. Pretty little jump shot for Pui.
Africa, nowhere to go. Pan. And Foposi called for the foul.
Yeah, just need to stay with it. There was only, I think, 6-7 seconds left. Now that resets to 14. There's the breakup. Running through the passing lane. And then a pretty little jumper. Zandassini back into the game.
Three-point shot is good for Zandassini.
I knew that looked good, Jeff. She shot that right in front of our eyes. Beautiful release. She's on 9 points. She's 2 from 2.
29-24, the Italians on top. Throwing in confidence. The call bumped by Pan. And Lacan, you could see, concerned about her getting around the corner and driving to the basket. So Pan, oh, look at that, Verona.
Foot on the line.
Almost had a steal.
Look at this.
She did have a steal, in fact, but no, I guess she never isn't credited with the steal, but that was close. Pui again. Offensive rebound, Jaldi Tabdi, tied up by Chechi.
Stays France ball. Good rebound, but just can't secure it.
Pui pulls up. Tabdi doing great work on the boards.
Let's check what, that's Andre's first foul, but it's right, that's a good call from the referee. She hooks under and she holds on. So referees all over it. Nothing getting past them. So
well, I was mildly surprised that Maiva Jaldi Tabdi didn't play against Spain, especially the way that Awa Pham played. Because she does have certain attributes. See the foot row, some of the Italians watching the game, including the legendary Roberto Brumonte there in the front row. Bruno Monte.
On va rester une équipe jusqu'au bout. Oh! Eh, on est derrière, hein? Et la solution, c'est pas de dire chacun pour soi, hein? Ensemble! Merde! Hey!
Well, Verona, look at this, 6 points against Belgium. She's got 5 today. She missed a crucial, obviously she missed the 3 at the end of the game that probably would have beaten Belgium, but can't take anything away from her tournament. She's been really good.
Yeah, really, really good. 6-2 run here in the second quarter. Can France add to their score? And a foul on Pan. I'd like to just see this in the replay because referees have been consistent with this of in the landing space.
Call her on Pan. Yeah. Well, she knows a little bit about getting fouled from behind the arc. She's a 3-point shooter. It's just so difficult for the players now because you're so worried they're going to blow the whistle. Not just here at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, but you know every game that's played now because it's just such a big, you know, so many good shooters.
Yeah, you just got to be disciplined. You can't. Obviously, what they're calling is the landing space.
Exactly. Well, that's one of the things they're calling.
But,
I mean,
well,
sometimes they hit them.
Well, of course, the hit is the main point of the foul, but actually it's the landing space that is what the referees are looking for.
Dubai hands it off to Verona. Good defense by Bernice. Look at the ferocity on defense. This is going to allow Facina.
Great defense.
Good D as well, Lacan, and Lacan just ate Facina up, but then Facina gets it back. Verona reached in, and now it's Italy they're going to have the chance, and it's Facina, and they're going to keep the ball. Facina arguing she was fouled, and Lacan says nope. Lacan got the better of that matchup.
Just the sneak behind. And then...
Oh, I think she got her on the arm. Quite substantially. Look at this.
Yeah.
Right there. I mean, I think Lacan was fortunate to avoid the whistle on that one. Zandalicini dumps it to Madeira, and Lacan again really providing rim protection. Here she is in the open floor. Three-point shot, Poposi, short, and Verona has it.
Verona doing a good job, having to do a bit of everything. She's rebounding, she's having to play tough defense. Italy stuck there.
And the whistle blows. Unbelievable.
I think both teams need to
take a deep breath.
Yeah, take a deep breath. They've got to adjust to the refereeing, how it's being called. Stop complaining because you're tiptoeing on.
She doesn't touch her, but
No.
she's very close with the landing space.
She has a point though. That's a tough call. It's a tough call. I would just show a long arm. That's how I would change. Obviously, I've got the luxury of 6 foot.
You were the long arm of the law.
Yes,
weren't
I'm
you?
6'4". There's a little full court press here. I would just show my hand, and if you make it, then it's a tough shot. You make it over it, but jumping and leaving your feet is not ever a good idea. she's again rebounding in there. Yeah, she's doing such a good job.
Good pass to Zandalicini. Here's Zandalicini. Hooping and scooping. She gets it high up and misses. Now the other way. Minutore. Bernice hits the short jumper.
Good job from Bernice. You know, not known for this, her scoring. She's not more of an assist point guard, averaging those six assists a game. But she's able to score whenever she wants.
Zandalicini, oh, nice move, nice control, but doesn't. Oh, Kubai gets it, and now a foul called on Kubai.
Technical. Well, Zandalicini is saying she got hit in the head, which I agree. The referees are saying that's enough. It's true though. Let's have a look at the replay.
Well, Kubai down, talking to the refs. They've called the foul on Kubai. So who's they called the technical on?
The coach.
Okay, so it was Capobianco.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, it is now. It's confirmed.
Yeah, so Salon will walk down the other end of the floor to shoot a technical free throw. She knocks down.
Well, in a game like this, obviously that makes it 31-29.
Oh no, this is Kubai. I wanted to see Zandalicini's drive, yeah. Get that technical coach thinks. She did get hit in the head.
Yeah.
That's what she's asking. But now that they have got that technical, they have to be careful now. Got to adjust, got to just be quiet and move on.
Yayi. Bernice. And Yayi not able to get the drop, and Andre has it. This is a struggle for France. Playing an Italy team that has just grown immensely in confidence in this tournament, and we're seeing it right now. Passa. Little pass. Loses it out of bounds. Good job, Minutore.
Oh, Ayayi back into the game. Rupert back into the game. This is a solid 5 for France. Can they go on their own little run and take back the lead?
Minutore, this is what she does, lays it up and in. Now it's a 1-point lead for Italy.
Timeout for Italy. Don't want France to get going. Here she is, the little hesitation. The lane opens up. We've seen it multiple times. She loves the left hand. She is a lefty. It's pretty, it's on the glass, it's forced. Italy into it. Timeout.
Casino la pollice, L ve lo ricordate? L, diciamo le cose nostre. Chiaro, ci stanno menando, gli arbitri non stanno fiscando.
saw that in the classification games, the 2 games before this. Both teams have been playing, they played so hard. Turkey winning there.
Zandalicini takes it all the way. That was a big-time drive.
Yes, it was. Right out of the timeout. That's exactly how you make your coach happy. I was saying Turkey gets the last ticket to the World Cup qualifiers.
Yes. Did a good job. Turkey rebounding. Here is Ayayi. Good offensive rebound and put back attempt. Miniatore will go to the line. I think probably, yeah, Turkey really had a hard time having been blown out by Germany in their first classification game, and then to come back and do what they had to do against Lithuania. And Miniatore makes the first. Well, she's definitely a star for me, Miniatore. No surprise she's in the starting 5.
Just somebody stepped over the line, so she'll get another free throw attempt for potentially 8 points. She knocks it down.
Once again, it's a 1-point game. Madeira. Seems like Capobianco going deeper his bench today with more, obviously, foul issues. Doesn't want anybody to pick up a third. Zandalicini again. Verona back to Zandalicini. Madeira open. It looks good. It is! Number 14, bringing a little bit of rain.
Big hit. Caught it in rhythm. Let it fly.
Salon goes into the trap, passes it back outside. Shot clock's about to expire, and Ayayi puts it up. Good job, Bernice.
Wonderful.
Getting into the lane.
That's why she averages those 6 assists, Jeff. Constantly, her eyes are up. She's an outstanding point guard.
Verona, nice cut, Madeira, and went to the left hand, so it couldn't be blocked.
And it was from that back door.
34, Italy showing no signs of caving under the pressure. Ayayi takes it deep. Rupert catches. What a tough make for Rupert.
Tough catch. Italian bodies all round her.
Cecchi steps back, gets it to go.
Oh, she says, yes, indeed.
Safe to say she practices that shot all the time.
She's on 13 points already. Good ball movement here from France.
Miniatore missing. Italy leading by 4.
You know, that 3-point shot has been, they've been living and dying by it, France. It went well for them against Lithuania, but horribly in Spain. They were 5 from 30 in that semi-final game.
Zandalicini hits it up and gets to the line. She thought she was going to have another potential 3-point play.
I think, look at her just laid out on the floor. She's exhausted. She's giving it everything in this first half. Here she is, the shot clock winding down. Just so intelligent move to get the ball, one on the rim, but also to cause the foul. Here's the 3-point shot. So high, it was out of the camera view, splashes it in, and Italy are a big momentum and energy swing type of team. They love big plays like that. You're nodding your head.
They definitely get emotional.
Yeah.
Like those emotional charges during games.
Yeah.
Wow, what a game she's had. 14 already.
Yeah, leading all scorers. Make it 15.
Cecchi living up to the hype at this EuroBasket. Scogliafico coming into the game. Look at how hard Verona's working on defense. In a 2-3 zone, Italy.
Sure are in a zone, changed it up.
Berenice says, leave me open, I'm going to take it. Well, Italy. Up 6. Again. Verona stops on a dime, gets it to Passa. And Passa traveled or stepped out of bounds?
So timeout from Japan. Wants to draw up something, last 19.9 seconds. Good timeout, use it or lose it. Get something successful, get a score. Like we said, momentum, give energy going into halftime. See what he draws up.
Interesting, we haven't seen Pauline Astier yet.
Regardez ce qu'on va faire là. Et c'est toi qui as la balle. Tu gardes la balle, on l'amène jusqu'au bout. Hein. Ici. Lily, tu viens au pic. Valou, tu es à la sortie. Non, tu es de l'autre côté. Amène le pic là. Non, toi tu es là. Pic ici, Chanel ici. Et Pigna derrière. Joue là, rôle, on ramène là et on essaie de trouver là.
Well, this is the kind of stuff why we just, you hear that Chechi Zandalicina is playing, so you immediately go online to watch. She's worth the price of admission. She's definitely worth your time whenever you have time to watch. You don't know what she's going to do.
Yeah. And, you know, superstars turn up, they're consistent. You know what you're going to get from her. There it is, 15 points already. She's 2 from 3 from the 3-point strike as well.
Showing great leadership. Leading by example.
Sure is. That's a good weight. See what Japan drew up for France in that timeout.
Passa sticking to Berenice. The pass deflected into the hands of Verona. And oh, she got up in time. What a great try from Italy. And Italy have not given an inch against this French team. They have come out focused, determined. And right now, France up against it. Italy leading 42-36 at halftime.
Well, I just want to have a look at the 3-point. Yep, it is 1 from 11, 9%. I said France do or die from the 3-point line. Italy doing a good job though. They're winning the rebounding game and the assist. They're turning it over though, but what is not happening is France aren't capitalizing on those turnovers. They've only scored 2 points off of those turnovers. Zandalicina with 15 points and Torre with those 8 strong drive points. So good first half here, especially key players. We picked them out at the start. Zandalicina, 15 points. Salon, I feel like it's just been on a bit of a struggle bus, Jeff, that, you know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's mental. I don't know if it's fatigue. Finally, other teams figuring her out. But here are the second quarter best plays.
Struggle bus, easy. Get off at the next stop. Go for a walk and get back on.
Yeah.
So here are the highlights. We came in and did well.
Yeah, she did. But Italy have won, you know, won that quarter 14-19, and it's all because of this woman here, Zandalicina. Doesn't matter if you've got a hand in her face. She says, don't worry, I'm going to shoot over you. And that indeed she has. Bernice getting in on the action as well. Akon did some nice things when she came in. But how do you stop her? 15 first points, that's massive, that's huge. What do you do to adjust? But I like the intensity, I like the energy of Italy. They've really come out. I spoke about at the start of the game, who is able to get over and recover from that mental loss of the semi-final and come back out here. Right now, Italy doing a lovely job, working hard, staying to the game plan, but this is the thing about basketball, it's a game of two halves.
Zandalicina dribbles behind the back, puts it up and in. All those Hours in the gym, preparing. We're at halftime, Italy on top 42-36 against France.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned. Taken. Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat,
Ruled by queens.
When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Get the ball, no. Gets it back. Stevie from the right corner, that's good. Gets it down low. Here is the move from Shumparaita. Here's Astier. Oh, what a pass. What a finish from Ayayi. Oleshinska passes down to the low block. Good footwork, and she's fouled as well. Good move from Chekhova. Ninja Torre, she just had the shot blocked. Oh, she gets blocked again. Spain sending some messages out on defense. We're knotted. It's winning time in overtime. It's Andalusini, she turns and gets it to go, finally. And that's why you continue to trust in Chechi, because she will figure out a way to get an opportunity. Here's Van Lowe, she gets it to Delar for three. Yes! Count it! And the Italians can barely stand to watch. Cuello. Guarded closely, goes off 1 foot, hits it! The star is born! Cuello really playing well. Andalusini doesn't turn it over, but they got to get up a prayer. They're going to let him run. Alamont. And look at Van Lowe. She just finds new ways to amaze. Unbelievable. Alley-oop. Who saw that coming? I think she's surprised herself.
She's even shocked that she did that. Look at this.
Okay, Alfred Onan has it. She dribbles. She puts the pressure on. She gets it back to Uzun. She puts it up from the elbow. Got it! We've got overtime! Unbelievable finish! Incredible! She has been utterly sensational in the closing stages. Uzun has forced overtime Turkey and Italy in the quarterfinal. And a game this great probably deserves it, to be honest. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
So the FIBA Women's EuroBasket handover ceremony has taken place, and we're certainly looking forward to that already. I mean, we're going to play at we're going to have a FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup before, but it's great to see these other countries getting the chance to host.
Yeah, Lithuania, Sweden, Belgium. It's going to be great. And I think, you know, they can learn a lot from being here in the cities and countries that put on this EuroBasket was tremendous. I came from Hamburg, Germany in my group. Jeff, I thought they were great. The fans were amazing. Well, here are top scorers and performers. Here's Zangelisini with already 15 points. She's been dominant. She's also had a nice clip from the three-point line, 2 from 3. But she's doing it in all different ways. It's not like defense isn't in her face. There, you see it. High arc in 3. And she's really stepped up. And she's trying to ferociously push Italy to get this bronze medal. It's been a very long time. 1995 was the last time Italy had a medal.
Well, you have to say that they have turned the page with Italy, and you got to. It's the majority of the same players, including Zangelisini. What's working?
Yeah.
I mean, Zangelisini, 15 points, 5 of 8 from the floor. You can see where she's knocked them down. I just think the coach deserves so much credit.
Yeah, but also the intensity. You know, Verona with 3 steals. That's the most she's had all EuroBasket. But on the French side, top players is Torre, 8 points. She averages just under that, so she's on her way to beating her average. She's got to the free throw line, which is no surprise when she does things like this. She's so aggressive, gets to that favorite hand, that lefty. But she's been big. I think when you get energy and plays like this is the and one from her. Her team needs her, and she steps up every single time. I think she's been so big. And you know, it's the consistency. That's what I want to talk about from her. She's been like that every single game.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it then.
Talk about her, how good she looks. It just makes it look so easy. But I think in this halftime talk, and there's her shot chart, 2 from 6, couple 2. Well, she's had those free throws, hasn't she? But I think taking care of the ball, I think coming out, the first 3 minutes for me, for France, are really going to be telling. Are they packing up shop? Are they in their feelings? Or are they going to be ferocious? Are they going to hit back? Are they going to say, no, this is our bronze medal? Or is Italy going to just keep chipping away step by step, possession by possession, and give them another second half? We have to wait and see,
I don't think there's any question we're going to see the intensity coming from Italy.
Yeah.
And I would hope that we're going to see France turn it up a notch, but it just feels like Italy aren't so much a team of destiny, but they have just figured something out. And it all starts with the attitude, the intensity, and the self-belief, and they've got it right now.
Yeah, but I think they've just grown in confidence throughout. They won Group B, they beat Lithuania, Slovenia, and Serbia. So they came out perfect, 3-0. Then they go to the quarterfinals. They beat a fantastic Turkey team, 76-74. I thought that Turkey team this tournament has been outstanding, especially with those guard plays. So they go ahead, they beat them, and then they give the champions, Belgium, the Belgian Cats, a run for their money. And they lose by 2, 64-66. They force Belgium into 13 turnovers, very unlike them, score 16 points off of those, and go on a beautiful 17-0 run and win the 4th. Yes, they didn't win, but boy, that brought confidence, and that's breeded through the group stage into the quarters and the semis. Italy are feeling good.
Ok? Et rien ne nous empêche aussi sur la phase de transition. On évite ici, on post-up ici, faire la même chose, bouger, revenir, transférer, jouer sur un step-up, on trouvera des solutions. Pour l'instant, on ne l'a pas fait. On alterne tout ça. Et après, après, sur les pics, on a dit ici, on change, on switch agressif. Agressif, tu passes dessous et tu tiens.
Tous les pics avec Zanda quand elle les joue.
Oui, ici.
Oui. Et envoyez plutôt à gauche.
Ici, sur le main à main, ici.
Ok.
Voilà, si tu es sur le main à main, le top bloc. Et s'il faut faire une faute, il faut la faire vite. Allez.
Interesting here, Jeff. Coach Tupan has not gone with Rupert or Salon. He's benched them for the second half. So,
or maybe he's just not starting them.
well, where are they if they're not starting? They're on the bench.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not saying
they're not
benching,
benched
they're not going
definitively. I mean,
yes, but they
just
not
wants to give a
starting the
different
game.
look at the start. But yeah,
I
I
think
mean, I
that's-
agree.
I
Maybe
think
he
that's
thinks
telling.
that they're not seeing. He's not seeing what he needs to see.
Well, also Rupert is in has 2 fouls.
Scan in the QR code to get the FIBA Women's EuroBasket app in your smartphone. Results, press conferences, videos. Terrific app for this competition.
Well, he's gone with Badian, Lacombe, Bernice, Torre, and Valerie Ayayi.
Third quarter underway. He's setting the pick on Bernice. Ball will stay at this end. All about energy and intensity, maybe. You talk about the not starting Salon or Repair. Who knows? That fan right there is going to be happy when he looks back. That's
He's
his
been
videos.
here every game. He's made the TV every game. Yeah, I've seen him.
The camera is drawn to him. Here is Zandalicini. Nice footwork. And look at Verona sneak in and get the rebound and put back. Wow! That was big. That takes the lead to 8.
She's been fierce. Her rebounding game, not only on the defensive end, on that offense, then the reverse. She's showing who wants it more. I didn't like Cole shoot that.
Nino Torre to Badian. Torre loses it as she goes up. Well, I was the first one that was saying she's so good on those drives, and that time she took off and left the ball. Look at Zandalicini, and here, crucially, Verona able to sneak in there and get the rebound.
And all those plays add up, you know.
Biggest lead of the game right now for Italy.
Yep, all those plays add up where you just chip away at France.
And Verona goes right into the heart of the defense and scores.
Wow. She's playing out of her mind right now. Just 9 points, 13 plus minutes.
Nice pass to Ayayi, and she finishes.
Good job from Ayayi. They needed that bucket. Can trust in her to score.
Kubai. Verona open, that's off. Lacan looks with the head up as she brings the ball up the floor. Badian with the board. Lacan will be disappointed she didn't make that. Good job moving your feet on defense. Kubai, Zandalicini bats it into the backcourt, and Lacan misses from midcourt.
Great defense from Italy. Look at that shot that they had to take. Hands are active. people are in the passing lanes. This is IIE's finish, but even that, whoa, there's nothing coming easy. As Tupan just kind of looks, gives the side eye.
Cut was there, great D, Badian, but Zandalasini picks up the loose ball. Kubai for three. Badian with the basketball. Another chance for France. Good D from Ayayi. Nope, against Ayayi, I mean, excuse me, with Zandalasini. Keys has it.
Got the mismatch down low with Keys. Bernice has to push it and foul to stop the mismatch.
Well, when you're trailing, you don't want to turn the basketball over, and effectively, Italy, 2 of the last 3 possessions have had turnover issues, or at least.
Yeah, smart foul though. Torre with a foul.
Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, just kind of.
She's definitely pushing, but I'm not sure if she pushed enough to push her over.
Yeah.
I think, Min, you might have a point there.
Got to play into it. Very smart play, if you like it or not.
Chechi's going to go out.
Yeah, Pan in.
Look at Capobianco. Every single time his players go out, he's having words with them.
Yeah.
Using every minute to coach, every second. Verona.
Good job from Verona. Bernice just kind of overplayed that, and she was wide open. And those are the shots you got to knock down. She's got 11 points. She's been averaging 7. She's been playing outstanding. She's gonna shoot it.
Balu.
Nope.
Lacan
Needed
for 3. Oh, Balu passing up maybe the short shot in the lane for the 3. He's guarded by Ayayi. She's going to go right at her. Goes off. 1 foot. Oh, unbelievable. Chance for a 3-point play.
Good job from Keys, because Ayayi is right up in her short, so she decides to put the ball on the floor. Good decision. And gets the ball up, gives it a chance to go in.
Yeah,
and
I think that was the foul there. I mean, it's
timeout.
Leading to the foul, Capobianco. The white dress shirt, the Italian fans styling in the front row, applauding their team. It's their biggest lead of the game.
Quand tu poses le pic, il faut que tu plonges, on revienne là derrière et on n'arrête pas la balle et on écarte. Et une chose importante, tout le monde va au rebond. Donc le box-out derrière. Yeah. Aïe, 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 aïe.
Italy talks about the first couple of minutes in the third quarter, which are so important. Who really
look at the game tracker there for Verona.
Oh, yeah,
eating up so many minutes early on, and just needs to be on the floor clearly for this team as much as possible. 12-4 run the last 6:04. You can see how that's gone.
Well, an 8-2 run for Italy in this third. They've come out and asserted themselves. Team misses the and 1.
Lacan goes hard. Good deep hand, getting the hands up. Stay at this end. Okay, so they're going to challenge this. thinking it should be their basketball.
Well, Pan was 100% sure. She ran over there. They said, "One, yes, coach, call it, call it." So
use it or lose it, and it's still early. You wonder if they might
need
want
that
it later.
later.
But then again, if you know you're going to get the possession, put the pressure on them.
Head coach Allen, white team, we are going to review who caused the ball to go out of bounds. Ruling on the floor, blue ball. White ball, sorry. So we go, white, go forward. White, white. Keep it until the end to touch the floor. No, when the ball touches the floor, okay, nobody else.
Yeah.
So we go like white, we're gonna go blue ball.
Yes.
So after review, the call is reverse, blue ball. Thank you. Yep.
What is that? The foul?
We cannot call the foul.
Well, Zany, anytime you have a successful challenge, I guess you would say that's a good challenge.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Well, for Pan, I saw her run over to coach and said, I promise, coach, call it, and she's right.
Can you believe it? They have a chance to go up by 14 points, even 15, if they knock down a three. And the current, shall we say, mental strength of the French, I'm not sure the state of their self-belief if they can recover if they were to go back by 15 points. Anyway, Mignotori.
Still a lot of time though, Jeff. Only, 5 and a bit minutes in this quarter and then into the fourth. They just can't afford a bigger hole.
Shot clock down to 4-3. Mignotori banks it in. 9-point lead. Big shot. Money Minya.
Ooh, I like that. That was definitely needed.
Verona, baseline, has it stolen. Here comes Lacon on the open floor. Oh, Keys reaches in. Knocks it out of bounds to stop the break.
That was Lacon is looking at the referee, but Keys got her hand in there at the right time. Look, just kind of made a play at the ball. It's not a foul. This is Torres had to get it up and in. The bank's open.
Even though it's Sunday, nice drive and the foul called. Salon, a little frustrated, pushes Kubai out of the way. Needs to be careful. 3 fouls on Kubai. Salon, so it didn't start the second half, but it's in the game now. And makes both.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the net at the free throw line. Only 6 points. It's time for Salon to get going.
Hassa lost control. Italy right now in the process of looking suddenly inefficient.
So a little drive.
Good hands from Leila Lacombe. To Badian and pushed by Keys. Second team foul on Italy.
Santucci got stuck, I think it was her foul, where the mismatch.
Ah, right, okay. Yep, you're right.
There you see, hands kind of hugging her from behind. We're a team too, Jeff, me and you. Here to help.
Bianco knows the game for Italy kind of hangs in the balance right now. They've got control. They don't want this French team to make this run go any greater. Lacon has the three, but it's off. Look at the scrap for the basketball. Fasina sneaks in and gets it. Santucci. Keys gets it. Kubai, shot clock winding down, and Kubai loses it. And I'm almost thinking that Capobianco needs a timeout because France chipping away, down 7. It's been a little bit of a drought for the Italians.
Yeah, managing to.
Great defense though from Badian.
Just a couple of possessions, haven't had a good look at the basket. And France are getting the stops. There's the turnovers, 10-7. 10 now for Italy. Back in, they've gone into a zone here, Jeff, a 2-3 zone for Italy. Broke into a man-to-man.
Salon. Oh, wow. That's, patience is a virtue, but too much patience is not a virtue.
Well, they weren't.
I think Salon had the shot, the 3 from the corner.
But they weren't aware of the clock and the turnover. And just maybe a little bit, you know, mental lapse for both teams, struggling to get anything going.
Oh, Kubai struggling now. Suddenly stays down. May have hurt her ankle. Toure down to Badian, misses, gets it back.
They've got numbers.
Salon comes in from the corner, drives, misses. I cannot believe France have not scored out of those 2 opportunities.
Wow. It was 5 on 4. And
Kubai's limping, so she's going to have to come out the next dead ball. Shot clock winding down. They get it to Keys. Aware of the shot clock. Great D again, Badian, but she fouls this time.
1.0 seconds. You just got to keep your hands
Yeah,
up.
it was great D until she reached.
Keys had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to run.
Nowhere to run. Interesting. Still no repair. She's on the bike behind the bench. 'Cause I was seeing where is she, but she's on the bike. Here's the kind of roll. But yeah, so she's on the bike behind. You see her in the right.
Yeah, I can see her. Yeah.
Right corner.
Repair trying to stay loose when
on Tour de
the
France.
coach calls.
She's not. She hasn't played all 8 minutes. And we spoke about bench, and you was being, you know, dramatic about it, but she hasn't played.
How serious is the injury for Kubai? It doesn't look good.
No, you just get retaped and fine. But a little full court press by Italy just to slow France down, as the shot clock was already at 9.
Points have definitely dried up for Italy. The chance is there for France. Salon turns off the side of the backboard. Santucci quickly, Italy, Fasina puts it up. And it just feels like 2 weeks of fatigue has caught up with both of these teams offensively right now. Shots are short. Lacan. Ayayi for 3. Jaldi Tabdi gets the offensive rebound. Lacan. Nino Torre puts it up, got it! That's a 2. It's a 6-point game. A 5-point game, excuse me.
Torre with 14 points, 5 from 8 from the floor. She's been the big scorer for France.
Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Pan from deep. Keys gets to the basketball but can't save it. In Italy right now, you think just trying to get to the bench by the end of the quarter with the lead, because they are struggling. Sandesalini's going to come back into the game. That'll help. Torre knocking down the long 2.
Torre has been the big factor with 13 points, only player in double digits for France. I'm going back to her right here.
Salon open. She's got to take it, and she's still not getting it, and this time the foul on France. Jaldi Tabdi. Free throws. France over the limit. Well, they're struggling almighty right now, Italy. So to get to the free throw line is a gift. They will take that right now. She hasn't made all of her free throws today. She gets that one to go. Well, those two look pretty loose. Verona and Spriafico. I guess that's a good sign.
She knocks them down. Very low scoring quarter for both teams. 10 each. It's been a real struggle to score.
I've seen Macomb be very effective driving to the basket, but not today per se as much. Here they are. Wicks goes off the hands of Jaldi Tabdi. French section relatively quiet, and Poposi knocks it off, gets it out of bounds.
2.5 seconds. I wouldn't let Sandalissini catch this. I would deny her, and nobody's...
Goes for her hands. Torre's going to get it, but too late.
Very lucky that she missed catch that. Nobody was on her.
3 quarters in the books, just 10 minutes remaining. Italy with an 8-point lead over France, 53 to 45.
So it's 46.
Well, this says 52-46. Excuse me, I'm just looking at the official scoreboard.
But in the arena it says 45 though. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that.
Keep our eye on that. Yep, right now it says 52-46.
Well, Italy's shooting a good clip, 5 from 11 from the three-point line, 45%. Free throws going well for France. I think that's something they need to get back to in that first half. They were tremendous driving. Here's the third quarter best plays. And we said the offense was just a struggle for both teams. Only 10 points were scored. We'll just figure out the difference in that 1 point. But only 10 points were scored for both teams. Here's the backdoor from Ayayi, the tough finish. So Italy managing to withstand the pressure. But I don't know, we haven't seen Rupert. I've said, where is she? She didn't play that entire third. I don't know if she's going to be, upset or in her feelings. Can she come back out? The only person for me right now is Torre. Torre is giving it her all. She has 13 points. No one else in the French team is in double digits, Jeff. 2 people for Italy. Sandalissini with 17 points and Verona with 11. So still no Rupert. So 4th and final, here we go.
Scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone. And it is indeed 53-45. So France, a must-make basket made by Jaldi Tabdi.
Well, good first bucket out of the 4th.
So it should be 53-47. There it is. Points registering. Push call down low.
Second.
On Chechi. Yep.
Here's Ileana Rupert.
Yep. Good call by the ref, I think.
I've been asking where she was. Jeff, here she is.
Well, she has left the Tour de France and has arrived. She was on
At
the
the
exercise
EuroBasket.
bike.
At the EuroBasket.
I can't take credit for that one. That was you, Azania.
Thanks. I hang out with you too much. My
Faut
dad
passer
jokes.
selon puis Jaldi Tabdi. And Bernice on the court for France. Oh, what a rejection from Pan. I don't think that Puy saw her coming, and just 1.1 seconds remains on the scoreboard.
Lovely
or on
job
the game
from
clock.
Pan. Look at this, comes over from the help defense and swats it down.
No time for a catch and shoot. Got to get it up. Ileana, oh, it's taken away by Fasina in the open floor. And, oh, she took her time, tried to score, and missed the layup. And now, good hustle back by France to affect the shot. Entry pass to Rupert to the corner. Berenice gets it.
Somebody's
Berenice
got
is
to
going to have
shoot
to, yeah, a little bit too much patience. And Salon gets it up and fouled by Fasina
They
for
are
3.
very, very lucky to get bailed out there. Nobody wanted to shoot that in rhythm. Let's just have a look. So the drive. Oh, that's the block.
Previous. Salon, who has had her shooting struggles the last 2 days, but gets to the line, and if she can get to the line, get a chance to make some shots, feel the goodness of the ball going through the hoop, build some confidence.
This is her 8th free throw today.
It doesn't matter how you score, just as long as you do score. And now it's a three-point game, and Italy have really had a significant problem scoring. And we saw it on that last drive by Fasina, where it looked like she was going to get the layup and missed it. And now a foul on France.
They're shooting 2% from the 2-point strike. Italy are up. So obviously keeping the door cracked for France. I said there is a long time in this game, and France aren't going to just go out easy.
Fasina open, got it! Number 19! And when you mess up, you just got to keep playing, and she just showed that was a huge three-pointer from Fasina. Bernice, the other end. They battle for the ball, and it's Poposi with a putback.
Great job. I didn't know who came up with that ball, and it just landed in her hands, turned around, put it on the glass.
Both teams trying to dig deep here at the end of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Verona, Bernice moving her feet, forcing the travel. And that's why she's in the game, with her defense.
Ferocious here, look, moving. Put 2 hands on her though, and the bump. And then they don't call anything. They go from, you know, got to adjust.
So
There's the
Bernice has it,
shot.
brings it up the floor. That was Fasina's 3. A different hairstyle today.
She's got the set it off braids. Got to get something up here.
Salon gets blocked from behind by Zandalicini.
The French fans saying, oh.
Well, that was sneaky, Chechi. Yeah. She didn't know she was behind her.
No, way to stick with it. What a great job. Just uses her length, meets her at the top, and how would you know? You know, that's such a tough defensive
What's
stop.
he saying there, Chechi? He's like, andiamo. Here goes Verona in Italy. And an offensive foul. Obis Andre pushing off on Bernice, who quite simply now is making plays on the defensive end to give her team a chance to win. Yep, a moving screen.
Yeah, 100% moving screen. Andre didn't set her feet there.
See those turnover numbers. A little bit more problematic today, but the pass, Foposi intended for Rupert, and it goes out of bounds.
Rupert just, you know, you can see it in her body language, Jeff, you know, just really shoulders over, chin down, head down. I just need her to keep playing.
Here's Sandalcini. Uh-oh. It's a 2 if it goes. That was long. Andre, though, incredible offensive rebounder. Saves it in bounds, but Bernice poised to move into the space. Pui. Foposi. Goes hard at Facina, who takes it right away. Now Facina in the open floor. Gets it up to Pan. I don't know what it is about Facina, but we're going to have to give her the name Late Game, because that's when she starts playing. And an offensive foul called on Verona.
Bernice again, multiple defensive stops. This time Verona, if you see, she just hooks that hand in to try and be kind of smart and calls the foul, but no, referee had a good clear look at it. If you see here, look, she hooks round.
Yes.
It's the right call.
Yeah. They cannot afford to take Bernice off the court right now because of her defense.
Yeah.
And Verona is going to have to sit down and stew about it. Turnovers by quarter. It's the 4th now, but now another turnover, and Facina comes up with the basketball. Both teams struggling to make the most of their possessions, but Italy are over the limit when they commit fouls. Santucci back in the game. Here's Angelicini. She's got Bernice on her back. Little fade, but Bernice goes into her, and Pan comes up with the rebound. Angelicini again. Got it! Bernice was closing in, and she still maintained that concentration.
Good job from Pan, getting that rebound, giving Italy an extra possession.
Oh, look at the D from Santalcini, reaching in, forcing the turnover. She's playing like an MVP today. Facina. Facina drifts in, beautiful bounce pass to Andre. Late game, Facina strikes again, and it's Andre with the 2. And look at that, 61-52.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. Stop the bleeding. Repair, I've been talking about. I just think the mental case of not playing in the 3rd. Here's the dime to Andre that finishes at the rim, potentially.
Left hand. Unbelievable.
Left hand finish, huge. The momentum, the energy, you can feel Italy. They're just under 5 minutes closer, but boy, they're gonna get one more push. And I think this is a good timeout from Coach Tupan, Jeff, just to stop this momentum. And you know, it's like, look, 7 to 8, so it's not a lot, but they just have got good plays. But the thing is, France are getting stops too. Bernice's defense has been wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Is keeping them in the game.
But this is a great example. You're talking about how Italy just seemed to go on some runs. And after they're going the longest time without scoring, they've been really successful. And Santalcini, even with Bernice clamping down on her, is able to make that jump shot. And Santalcini has had herself a game. Look at that, 20 points.
Yeah.
Majority of those in the first half, but she is a threat from all over the court.
But even that 3-point shot, Jeff, she screamed and demanded that ball. I want it. I want to take that shot. She knocks it down. That's where your superstars step up.
And let's not forget, she's been playing some serious defense. Knocking the ball away, getting blocked shots. Here's Lacombe back in the game. Puts it up. Santucci with the rebound. Santalcini has 3 steals and 2 blocks to go with her 20 points. Oh, Santucci, that would have been a nice finish. Get a chance, look at that. Santucci hustles back. Oh, And it's going to be Italy basketball. France thought that was an over and back. Here's Santucci. She's got to get it up. She does. Look at Keys, hustle for the rebound. Santucci again. Now Keys, fouled by Bernice. France with fouls to give.
But 2 offensive rebounds for Italy. Here's the foul.
Oh,
it's
got her in the head.
Yeah, it's the mismatch, so she just doesn't like, so fouls to reset the defense. But offensive rebounds, yeah, they haven't scored, but just giving them multiple possessions and looks is what you need.
Pacina with the screen. They get Keys wide open. Looking good. Italy go up by double digits. .418. France haven't scored. They cannot afford to have this drought. They need buckets. Ayayi from the left corner. Bernice swoops in and is fouled by Keys.
That's 4.5 minutes without any offense from France. Just completely dried up. There's Bernice doing his...
What has happened to the French offense?
Yeah.
I mean, it was so like running like a well-oiled machine earlier in the tournament.
I think I just go back to the very beginning of commentary of our broadcast. I spoke about the mental recover. Can they mentally recover from that big loss against Spain? I felt like it really knocked them. I think it really took it out of them. And I said, who's going to bounce back? Who's going to, you know, Italy took a big hit too. They lost.
Yep.
They lost to Belgium by 2 points.
Yeah.
And who was going to, you have to have a short memory in tournaments because it's small margins, it's mistakes, it's heartbreak, it's happiness.
Well, the reality is Ania, that France come into this tournament kind of basically everybody was saying it, and I'm sure they were believing it, we're the team to beat.
Yeah.
And Italy are coming to the tournament saying we're going to prove everybody wrong. And they've had that chip on their shoulder from the start of the tournament. And we're seeing it today as you see this great crowd that's turned out on finals day, the final later tonight. Even some of the Greece national team players. There's Artie Spanu. There's the legend Evina Maltzi as well, the MVP of EuroBasket 2009.
Just going back to what you're saying, 3-0 for France in the group stage, outstanding. Beat Turkey, Greece, Switzerland, cool. Then they had been averaging 91 points. They were scoring at will, right? They also were shooting a fantastic clip as they finally score from the free throw line there. From the three-point line was money for them. Now that three-point line has dried up. There's a foul being called, Jeff. So they're 7 from 14. They're still 50%, but that's been a big part of their offense and why they're putting up 90-plus points a game.
Oh, yeah, you with the foul mid-court. 4th team foul. France could do with some easy buckets right now, all turnovers, if they could create those turnovers. They're playing an Italy team that has just been dogged. Just fighting for relevance. And Santucci goes down, gets back up, hustles back to play D. Bernice to the corner, Mignottore.
Nobody rebounding. Nobody rebounding.
Good play. Good patient approach. Up, gets into Facina, needs to watch the elbows. Great D by Bernice. Once again. How many defensive plays is she going to make?
But who's going to score for France? You're getting the stops. Everyone's just looking to pass.
Look at the D from Pan. The Italian defense really has been just as good as the French D, if not better. Three
subs at the bench for
Almost a turnover there.
Italy are going to come
Just
in.
looks of resignation on the faces of the French fans. They just do not see the comeback happening.
Here's the good defense, good hands.
Probably the best supported national team here at this tournament, the French national team.
Yes.
They've brought the fans.
They have. They got a whole big section up there. So a review has been head coach challenge.
Okay, let's listen.
This is a wide head coach challenge. We are going to review who calls the ball to out of bounds. Ruling on the floor, blue ball. Okay, this angle is difficult. This. Can you also put that one there, one on the top? Yeah, that one at the same time. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Let's watch here. It's blue, 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 blue. Keep going. Forward from my frame. We go. A little bit more. Here with the other. Go. Okay. Can you go back? Okay. A little bit. Okay, stop. Go frame by frame right now. We go blue, 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 blue. Go blue, blue. Wait, stop. In this camera it's not visible. This one. Can you play this one full? Yes. Okay. To me. Okay, let's go here. It's white there. White. Blue, 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 blue. No, we need another camera. Do we have another camera? Yeah. We go.
Okay, and let's check.
Go back.
Which
Frame by frame, please. Frame by frame backwards.
Nice block. Hey, what is in the frame?
Now. Okay, we go. Blue, blue. There's a touch of white.
No,
White,
white, yes.
white, 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 blue ball. Blue ball. So call is stay. Confirm. So after review, the call is stay. Blue ball. Thank you.
Well, you got to hear it. They certainly took their time. You can't complain about that to try to get it right.
I love that we're referees are mic'd up as well, so we're live and direct into the coaches challenge review.
Wouldn't you like to hear the referees mic'd up on the bus going back to the hotel, the kind of stuff they're talking about?
I'm not sure about that one. But,
okay, well.
Timeout's been called.
Oh, now
okay,
so we're kind of having like
we'll chat here.
Enough time for a siesta.
Okay. You had one today, didn't you? Well, you live in Valencia, so I know you love a siesta. Well, Zanzalacini, 20 points, Verona 11. Those two have been super important. The intensity, the emotion, I've said it multiple times.
Italy, I mean, they've made 7 threes, and
yeah.
France haven't allowed that many at this EuroBasket. So they've shot it well. And they also know that they've won the last 3 games at this EuroBasket when Zanzalacini scores 20 or more points.
And France, for me, there's been a few lead changes, but Italy have controlled this intensity. That was earlier on in the game. They've controlled 34, nearly 35 minutes of this game. They've won every quarter, and just came in and played their style, and they've got 2 minutes 11. They cannot fall apart. They've just got to be solid. France, on the other hand, can they get turnovers?
Well, the clock is now the enemy. Oh, Verona has to be careful. She doesn't commit a foul there. She has to jack it up. That was on line, but just short.
Hit the
France
front of the rim.
Must score. France, they don't have time to wait around, and Lacan drives, has it taken away by Verona.
Wow.
Exquisite defense.
Exquisite indeed. That's the perfect word for her.
She's a competitor. She makes the pass to Fasina. Kubai back in the game. Oh my goodness! Fasina once again.
What great poise and patience under that. The defense stopped her, so she went the other way.
Badian misses. Kubai with the rebound. And this is quite possibly the greatest moment for Italian women's basketball in 3 decades as they close in on 3rd place. Kubai drives and scores. And for France, who saw it coming?
Great
so
drive.
Dominant really early on. Mignatori drives, misses, and Italy, they don't need to rush. The Italians an afterthought at so many FIBA Women's EuroBaskets. Going back to 2017, where really it was just cruel how they came up short of the semifinals. They are now having their finest hour. Look at him pass it around. Kubai for 3! An exclamation mark!
Look at that. Kubai hits that right on the buzzer. Team basketball. This team has stuck around, done everything they can.
The Italians are already crying. It's sinking in what they've done. Kubai trying to keep the emotions in check. Now the steal. And the Italians have done it. Remarkable scenes. Back home, they have come from Bologna, and really they have shocked Piraeus, almost knocking off tournament favorites Belgium. They have reached the podium.
They have, indeed. What a wonderful game from Italy. Won every single quarter. They won that 16-9, Jeff, and tears in the French ladies' eyes because they know they could have been so much better. It was really from that semi-final, then into this game, they didn't recover. It's been a mental block for them. And Italy, there's the final score.
69-54, Italy have beaten France to finish 3rd at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket.
Well, all hugs and smiles for Italy. And
I'm happy for that man.
Yeah, and upset French fans, which they should be. You know, they're upset. They haven't played well. And they're going to have to regroup. They're missing some key pieces in Gabby Williams.
Listen, let's talk about who they've got. They had what they needed.
Okay.
They just didn't get it done. And
there you go.
The other teams, you know, Spain, we saw their intensity. In this Italian team.
I like it.
Who thought Italy could do this?
I like it. You have a great point, Jeff. You came here with your team. You were playing well. You were feeling good. But listen.
Look at late game Fasina.
Fasina, but it's Italy. They deserve it. Put the camera in them, dancing in the middle. They get the bronze medal. A huge congratulations to Italy. They have been on just a rip, a tear through the group into this bronze medal.
Feel for the French fans. They came here in force. They were there. And sometimes when a team gets on a roll like the Italians, I think it helped them playing in Bologna. And they need to enjoy this moment because it has been a long time coming.
Here's the stats. 2 from 20, though, from France. 10%, they do or die, and they died from that three-point line. 7 from 15 for Italy. The rebounding game tied up 17. Pretty assists for Italy. They really shared the ball. The turnovers even pretty much. Zandalasini, 20 points for her. Really was in positions to put her team in great opportunities for them to just get the momentum, and they did not look back. They kept putting the pressure on. Their defense was outstanding to hold a team that's been averaging in the plus 90s, a big high 80s to 54 points. That is the game right there. Outstanding. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Well, just Italy for so long kind of an afterthought, really. We remember so many times watching them and kind of just understanding that they weren't realizing their potential. They put it together, you know, even with a star like Xander Lassini, you almost wondered, were they going to not capitalize on that extraordinary talent? And now they've given themselves a platform to build on.
And they'll celebrate all through the night. I would expect Xander Lassini, CCL Player of the Game, and well-deserved. And
It is
been outstanding,
but
honestly.
Let's don't forget. I mean, for me, obviously Capo Bianco has done a masterful job,
Yeah.
let's don't forget how much improvement there has been for Kubai, for Verona, and these players have been able to excel in areas where they're good. Andre has been terrific, crashing the boards. Keys has been a steady influence. Pasa has played her role. I mean, everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out because Fassino was just electric the last two games.
Yeah, defense has been tough. Everyone has stepped up, done their jobs, you know, played their roles. They've been averaging 18 assists a game. They've really shared the ball. They've enjoyed it. Didn't matter who was the person to step up and score. They just locked down. They locked down France, that had been the tournament favorites, and it doesn't matter who that is. You come in, you play hard, and I really enjoyed Italy this EuroBasket, Jeff. I really did.
They've definitely made a believer out of me, but I mean the reality is you got to see him in action, and we saw them in action today, and they have. We saw them in action against Belgium. We saw them win the thriller against Turkey
in overtime. So they only lost to Belgium, and that was by 2 points. That's it, between a bronze and a gold and a silver.
So it's been a fantastic tournament for this team, and also to think that, you know, had they won that game, they'd be in the final, and really it was theirs to win. They missed a shot at the end. So Belgium can count themselves lucky. Jorge Garbajosa, the president of FIBA Europe, Kamil Novak as well, regional director Europe for FIBA, also Andrea Zaklis, the FIBA Secretary General, on the court.
And they'll be presented their bronze medal. Oh, look at those medals. Those are nice.
Just adds that extra bit of specialness to have those former basketball players presenting those medals. See Verona.
Number 8,
I remember talking with our colleague about Verona, and I thought the Turkish guards were going to be the difference in that game. See Andrea Zaklis there taking part in the medal ceremony. I thought the Turkish guards were going to be the difference, but Verona was amazing in the game against Turkey, and she's been amazing today. But overall, the defense for Italy, quite possibly, see Executive Director Europe, Kamil Novak. Overall, the defense, I think, was the key.
Keeping them to under 55 points is manageable. You know, you can be anyone if you can keep them in that scoring range. And this is lovely that we get to see this lovely ceremony. We get to appreciate the bronze medal. And I know he's just so happy.
That's the man right there. That's the coach of the tournament for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't, you know, it starts at the top. So he obviously, you played for various coaches over the years. You know how important it is to get the right person.
Yeah. And the energy and the right goals, and you know, did they think that they could medal? I don't know, but they just took one step at a time. Being in Italy to start the group really helped. There it is, third place, Italy, all smiles. And fantastic picture there. Really, really happy for them. Well deserved. They're exhausted, I will tell you that for free. They're going to sleep good tonight.
And just the reality of the achievement, because they've been nowhere for 33 decades. Since long before Xander Lucino was born.
Yeah. Whoa. Finally, the fourth quarter, best plays. It was an absolute struggle bus for France. Nobody was looking to score. Anytime they did drive, it was a block party. There's Pan looking down. And then the offense and the confidence just oozed out of Italy as they just kept being strong. There was focuses, maybe, you know, only a couple of baskets that blocked from behind. Nothing was easy for France. So they've done it, and congratulations to them. I felt they just knew from the jump. They came in here, focused in and locked in. And this was Key's baseline 15-footer. And nothing but fist pumps, smiles, and got the job done. Congratulations, and Kubai, we've got to give her a big shout out.
Look,
to
you can see that she was crying there at the end when it dawned on her they were going to win, when she knew.
As she should. So Jeff, one game left in the books.
So there you have it already. As you look at the road to the final, well, France have fallen to Italy, and now the main event is coming up, Spain against Belgium.